Hello, Leo. Thank you for coming in for February. I myself am a Leo. I'm excited to get into this reading. I've cleared the space, laid down the spread. Let's just get into it. All right, so the current energy for February is the World and the Four of Cups. We're coming to a closing up period of something. We've come to the end of one cycle, and another one will be beginning. But we've got some work to do, Leo. When we see this Four of Cups, there's an offer coming in, love and support. You're not really saying yes or no to it, but your mind ain't on that offer. You're too concentrated here on these three things that are very important that you have put a lot of emotional investment into. And how this is becoming a challenge for you is the Hierophant in reverse and the Nine of Cups in reverse. You could be finding yourself in a very unfamiliar place. With that Nine of Cups in reverse, this is something that isn't really giving you a whole lot of emotional fulfillment. You're not really sure how to feel about this new space you're finding yourself in. With this one thing closing up and offers coming in, it feels very just unfamiliar, and this is giving you a little anxiety. It's not that you're opposed to something new, it's something that's not unfamiliar, so it doesn't maybe necessarily feel safe. Now, what the higher self wants you to know is the King of Swords and the King of Wands. I love that. The higher self is saying, listen, we need to have clarity. We need to focus. All these thoughts, inspiring things coming in. The King of Wands wanting to take action. You actually have three kings in this spread here, because down with what you can't see coming is the King of Pentacles and the Judgment in reverse. That's what's hidden. But what the higher self wants you to know is that you can trust yourself, Leo. With that King of Swords and King of Wands, that's big king energy, okay? You're the king of the jungle. You have the authority to be able to think clearly. I don't know why there's this lack of confidence. The King of Wands, I mean, you are in a position of authority, the head of taking action. Something in the past has made you feel unsure about yourself. So with the King of Pentacles in the Judgment in reverse under the things that are hidden, your time, your energy, and your resources being in the King of Pentacles energy, that's like business owner, that's self-employment. And with the Judgment in reverse, it's like not wanting to resurrect something, not wanting to fear the judgment or the criticism of other people. I feel like you are able to step into that big money, big boss energy. And maybe you feared the judgment or the criticism of people before, because in the past, we have the Six of Cups in reverse and the Emperor. What's holding you back? Something in your past regarding authority, what it meant to be in a position of authority, what it meant to have people in authority over you. Maybe they misused their power. Maybe that had you feeling weak. Sometimes this is like father energy with the Emperor. This can be someone who makes the decisions. The Emperor decides what's going on over all the kings. It's a feeling of being uncertain. Maybe because we have the Judgment in reverse under what's hidden, you maybe felt some judgment from somebody in a position of power. This could go all the way back to your childhood. But what it meant to be in a position of authority. And maybe you have some uncomfortability about that, which is really fucking odd, just saying, because I mean, Leos are natural leaders. The outcome for this is the Three of Swords, the Four of Swords, and the Tower in reverse. I see you processing this, and there's like a succession with the Three of Swords and the Four of Swords. Going through maybe the pain, some sort of hurt, wounding. Maybe there's some thoughts that are coming back. You're reprocessing some things, and you're giving yourself the rest you need to be able to do that, to rejuvenate yourself, to recharge your batteries, so that you can avoid that Tower with the Tower in reverse. Narrowly avoiding this Tower moment where everything crumbles to the ground. What's on the bottom of each deck is the Knight of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords. There's anxiety about a new possibility coming in. It's like you're unsure of yourself. Maybe you're being asked to step in a position of authority, and you're just like, I know what it means to do that, and I can't be that kind of person. But that's not what it has to mean for you. I have pulled a card of advice. Came from the Angels and Ancestors deck, and it's Autumn. Release the old and rest, which is ironic because you have that Four of Swords, which is literally what that means. Release all the pressure and expectation weighing you down. Shed it all so that you can recover before moving into a time of renewal. Autumn is when the trees are preparing for the long, cold winter and must let go of all the weight they're carrying in order to continue to grow and prosper. Sometimes you too just have to surrender an aspect of yourself in order to continue to grow and prosper. The raven on the Autumn card shows that there's an opportunity to heal at this time. In Celtic animal medicine, the raven is a bird of healing and initiation. The healing it brings is a shift that allows you to move into a more powerful psychic space where you can be more aware of your needs and desires and be better supported. You know what is heavy, what's holding you back. Is it a person, a situation, a dream? He's waking up at night from a dream, feeling anxious. Like the trees letting go of their leaves and fruit in the autumn, it's time to let it go. When you hold on, you try to control reality, and that never works. When you let it go, you make space for the new to enter your life. You're being guided by your angels and nature herself to release whatever is stopping you from moving forward. And you can do this. When the Autumn card arrives in the future position of a spread or the last card in a reading, it can also indicate that the coming autumn will usher in important energies with regards to your questions or intentions. I'm going to get some additional cards here. Just a moment. What other information about February can we give Leo, please? What other information about February can we give Leo? The High Priestess in reverse. The Four of Wands in reverse. I don't think you're trusting your instincts or your intuition. You know, something may have negatively impacted you in the past, the Hangman in reverse. And you may be struggling to shift your perspective over this situation. You can be trusted, Leo. You can be trusted to make decisions that are best for you. I think somebody made you question your own abilities. And the Page of Swords in reverse. I feel like you're your own worst enemy at this point in the Page of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. It's really hard when you've got this image of what authority looks like, what leadership looks like, and it all has a negative connotation to it. Interestingly enough, the king that is missing in your spread is the King of Cups. That is the emotional, mature king. And sometimes what's missing is more important than what's laid down. And with the King of Cups, this is someone who has self-love, is someone who's emotionally mature and can keep themselves grounded in times like these. That's the energy that you really need to encompass right now. Good luck to you. Thank you, Leo.